Crazy, like y'all always throw that in my face. Go be a mom, go be a mom. You're a POS mom.
Because he literally has the guys from his hood calling me on my tablet. Go guys, go, 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 go.
Fuck him out, bitch. Come the outside.
Call me a bitch. You're not gonna call me out my name if I've been there for you, you dumbass inmate.
Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello. Why did I say welcome back and then I said if you're new here? Welcome. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. I'm Sherrilyn and I'm so glad you found me. If you are not new here, welcome back. Thank you for joining me every single upload. You already know I love and I appreciate you so stinking much. Okay, today we are talking about something Chelsea and I were kind of like popping off about, talking a lot of shit on our, what was I going to say? What was it? Oh yeah, Patreon. No, it was podcast. I think it was on the podcast episode. Was it on the Patreon? Anyways, you know what? We have both. We have a podcast and a Patreon. Both lots of fun. A little bit more unhinged on the Patreon. Thank you to everybody who is already over there. But I think this was on the podcast and we were talking about the inmate hopper, and because we kept like going off on side tangents, there was so much that I didn't like get off my chest. You guys know I've got to like talk about this. I've got to get it off my chest. I've got to share it with somebody. Otherwise it just stays here. Okay. And so I appreciate you. This is like a lot of like therapy and support that you guys give me when I, end up in these situations of needing to talk about these people. So today we are talking about somebody that I came across on TikTok. Obviously, this is where like that is another planet. Over on TikTok's another planet, and I don't know if you guys saw, but there was like all of this pandemonium over new law in Canada saying that there wasn't going to be TikTok anymore. And then I was like, what are we going to do? From my understanding is that there's like no TikTok headquarters in Canada anymore, but we can still like use the app. I don't understand. I can't think about it to try to understand, because then it just gets super overwhelming and like all of this is out of my control. So what am I going to do about that, right? At the end of the day? Okay. Anyways, found her on there. And then I came across Reddit. Obviously, I don't know who I am ever since I started working with Chelsea. Now, apparently, I just always go to Reddit for help and advice. And a guy on YouTube, his name is Mary O. It's really sad because you can't find him as easily when you search him, but great content. Like, I'm like, more people have got to find you. Anyways, he did a video on this gal as well. And I was like, okay, we can talk about this. And from him, I learned a little bit more of like the backstory. So anyways, this girl her name's Trevino. She is on TikTok, obviously. She goes by I don't know if she goes by, she definitely acknowledges that people call her the inmate hopper, and I think she's like embraced it for sure. But she's 35 years old, TikToker, live streamer mostly, and the name is self-explanatory, okay? She literally goes from inmate to inmate. All of them are in prison. We'll find out that is like how she prefers them. But according to her, she has talked to 26 different inmates in the last 5 years.
Like, what do you do? Like, where did you come from? Like, what's your story?
You haven't heard of Ashley M.A. Hopper?
I mean, the name speaks for itself.
Okay, so this is like my 5th page I've had on TikTok. That's a big page.
Okay.
I actually married somebody who was incarcerated in 2019.
Okay.
We actually knew each other from out here, though, and he's actually younger than me, so we reconnected, and I became his prison wife. And that's where I met a lot of the people that I talk to still. And it just went from there. When we separated, I got with another one, and then it just went on. So, yeah.
Wait, have you ever been with anybody that's not incarcerated besides your late husband? Like, have you ever taken one serious that's not incarcerated? It just doesn't pan out for you? You just don't want it?
So my last actual relationship out here in the free world was in 2018. And we were together and everything. And then I started dating inmates. And I've had like guys here and there in between. But I don't know, like...
Is it like a game to you? Is it like a game? Do you take these men serious?
No.
I know you seriously send them money because the T-Pagers say it.
I like being alone. So I wasn't that big on TikTok. But when my ex came home from prison, the day he was released, I had a whole bunch of people watching my live because I picked him up from the prison. And I gained over 30,000 followers within like a couple weeks just being with him. So that's when it started kicking off because people were watching our story, and then a lot of females wanted him.
Okay.
So yeah, like clearly thinks, you know, very, very much owns the name and is aware of it and seems proud of it. There is a girl on TikTok though that I came across, and I want to share her kind of like rundown of everything, because she just beautifully executed, like from start to finish, where we're at with her.
I've actually been watching her videos since the end of August, and luckily for you guys, I've been way too invested in all of this, so here's everything that I've learned since then. Ash has been married twice before. Her first husband was her high school sweetheart, who she did end up having 2 kids with. They were 13 and 15. They divorced a while ago, and unfortunately he did pass away this past summer from leukemia. And shortly after his passing, Ash was seen on live drunk singing "Fuck My Baby Daddy" and then saying, "Oh wait, mine's dead." Her second husband she married in 2019, who has been incarcerated the entire time, still is, and she is currently divorcing him as well. The whole reason her TikTok blew up is because she was dating an inmate named Jesse since last September, and this summer he was released from jail and she live streamed the whole thing. Her and Jesse's relationship was very messy. He ended up breaking up with her like 2 weeks after he got out of prison. And then Ashley ended up allegedly faking a whole pregnancy, I guess maybe as an attempt to get him not to leave her. She was seen like on live with her kids, like asking them like, how are we gonna raise this kid? Are you gonna take care of it? Like very inappropriate, very like parentification. Turns out she was never even pregnant. They both move on. Ashley is still, I would say, very hung up on him. So up until this point, she wasn't really getting much hate. She was just getting people watching her lives because she's very messy. Ashley then began panhandling on TikTok live, doing battles with Susana Montez, or Heartbreaky or Heartbrokey, whatever y'all like to call her. These two clowns became really close. Ashley went and visited her and went to Disney World without her 2 teenage daughters. Ashley went out and bought like Louis Vuitton bags, starts stunting on her haters, calling people broke, saying people live paycheck to paycheck, and she's over here living her life. They eventually had a falling out, and Ashley made fun of Heartbreaky's son while on live. Like, she literally talked shit about like a little kid who's like I think 6 years old. Ashley then moves on to date another inmate named Francisco Montero, I think, and he is in prison for murdering 2 teenage girls. Ashley would go live while on the phone with him, basically mocking the victims. She would constantly say how Francisco is innocent, he didn't do anything. Whenever people would mention the victims' names, he's like, they have nothing to do with me, I have nothing to do with those girls, I didn't know them. The victims' families would watch Ashley's live of her sitting there mocking their deaths, saying that Francisco is innocent, when keep in mind this man is literally in jail for life. He is literally guilty. He has been convicted. But Ashley was still out here screaming, "My man, my man, my man," when her man also had a wife. The wife essentially finds out what's going on. I think she's incarcerated as well, actually, and sends Ashley a text basically saying to leave Francisco alone. Ashley then comes out and says that she is no longer with Francisco, to stop mentioning him and his victims, yada yada yada. But people are saying that the actual reason why she is no longer with him is because she is banned from speaking to him. I think some people have been sending her videos to the jail that he is at. I would assume that it's against jail rules to be on TikTok live with someone over the phone and ask for like galaxies and gifts and stuff. If you thought this couldn't get any worse, it does. She's also very openly racist. Ashley used to work at a dental office, and the dental office got new ownership, and the owners were from India. And she's explaining on live why she quit, and she basically says that the owners were from India. And then she says, "I'm sorry, but I'm not working for no Indians." She's also said the N-word many, many times on live. Many, many times. So have the people that she associates herself with, meaning her inmate, also that Eli guy she was on live with the other night. She also called someone a black B-word. I'm not sure what the context was behind that, but regardless of the context, she's gross. But wait, it gets worse. She's also a deadbeat mom. While she was beefing with Heartbreaky, somebody ended up leaking her address, so she claims that she had her daughters move back to her parents' house because of safety reasons. So she says she only has them, I think, from Thursday to Sunday, due to safety purposes, because somebody leaked her address. But if your kids were staying with your parents because somebody leaked your address, wouldn't you not want them to know what days of the week your kids are at home? You just told the world that your kids are at your house from Thursday to Sunday. So I think that is a cop-out, and I think it's just an excuse to not have her kids with her, because throughout the week she's literally just drunk on live every night. She also has her kids sleeping on an air mattress when she's going out spending like thousands of dollars on Louis Vuitton bags and sunglasses and going to Disney World. Where are your priorities as a mother? Your kids are sleeping on an air mattress 4 days out of the week. Whenever somebody brings up why are they still on an air mattress, she just says, my kids don't stay with me. They're not here that often. They're there 4 days out of the week. The least you can do is go get $100 fucking mattress off of fucking Amazon. Ashley earns all her money panhandling on TikTok, doing TikTok battles, basically begging people to send her money, send her gifts. And while on live, she will sit there berating the people who are watching her, saying that they're broke, saying that they live paycheck to paycheck, saying, I got money, I make my own money. You don't make your own money. People fucking send you gifts on fucking TikTok live. People who fucking have actual jobs, people who work hard for their money, are sending you their hard-earned money for you to sit there and say that they're broke, living paycheck to paycheck. I'm sure there's something that I missed. I'm getting way too heated talking about this. But honestly, I used to feel bad for her. I'm not gonna lie, whenever she would go live with Heartbreaky, back when I first found her, I genuinely used to feel bad for her. Because Heartbreaky wasn't the nicest to her whenever they would be on live. I would genuinely feel bad for her sometimes. From time to time, I do find myself feeling bad for her here and there. But honestly, I think this girl needs to get off of the internet, go get psychological help. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be nasty. I genuinely think that she needs psychological help, because what she's putting herself through, what she's putting her children through, like the things that her children witness on live, it's not okay. Also, I do not and will never condone the bullying of her kids. They're literally minors. They are 13, 15 years old, and people are on here making TikTok accounts for them, making fun of them, calling them big, making fun of the way that they look. I just think that's completely wrong. I think that her kids should stay out of it. I don't even think her kids should be on her social media to begin with. But that's another story for another day. That's all I've got for now. Let me know if I missed anything.
So I guess there was that guy that she was initially with, the Jesse guy, and that whole saga of her sharing that on TikTok, talking about it, kind of like sharing the journey that he was going to be released and how that was all going to go down is kind of what gained a lot of attention for her. And when he did get out, the relationship did not last. It did not last long at all. It was basically like he was free. There were lots of broads in his DM, and he was like, peace out, Ashley. This is something that she has talked about and acknowledged, being like, you know, it didn't work out. Like I had trust issues. And I think that we'll listen to her talk about like how everything went down.
Why did you guys break up? Because of social media. A lot of females were in his inbox, and I just didn't have the trust. I would tell him I wish he was back in prison, just because I knew I trusted him in prison, because nobody knew who he was. Nobody was writing him. Nobody was he wasn't calling them, you know, like when he came out, I let him have social media. I gave him a little cheap phone. And I told him, make a TikTok, babe, make a TikTok. And that was my biggest mistake, was to let him get involved in the social media life. And, it happened. So my advice to y'all is don't let them get involved on social media in the very beginning. I can honestly say that's what ruined us. A lot of females were after him. Thank you, Gabby. And it ruined us. And now he's living his life. I'm living mine.
I think that's where we got caught up with Chelsea and I, with the advice that she gives, where it's like, don't let them have social media. I actually prefer when they stay in jail, because then I know that they're not talking to anybody else. And I this is where I go, like, you guys, what are we doing? Like sometimes these thoughts are okay to just have, and just not admit that out loud. But I mean, good for her to be able to admit that, it was a choice, and yeah, at least she acknowledges it, I guess. Okay. Now this is where I have a really big problem with Ashley, because the inmates that she speaks to, they include but are not limited to murderers. More most specifically, the one that I heard the most about is a guy named Francisco Montero, and he's serving a 15-year prison sentence for murdering 2 underage girls. He received 2 second-degree murder charges for that. He murdered a 19-year-old named Ivona Cortez and a 13-year-old named Elizabeth Juarez on March 28th, 2018. Now, allegedly, Elizabeth, the 13-year-old, was the target because she had spray painted graffiti that had disrespected the gang that, like, Francisco was a part of. So she was, like, the primary target. And then Ivona was shot, they believe, you know, just basically being, like, associated to Elizabeth. And then I think I've heard that there was also maybe like an association with a rival gang. Regardless, I don't give a fuck. Like, these girls were young, impressionable. Would they be choices that we would want, you know, our loved ones to make? Of course not, but we don't know people's situations or influences that they have, you know, from other people. And it's just like, at the end of the day, these were babies. These were young girls, and it's deplorable. Absolutely fucking disgusting for a man to do that. Not a man, like a monster. And Ashley's tried to justify when people would come on her TikToks to, you know, like say like justice for the girls and like, you're a piece of crap. Like, what are you doing? She's tried to say that, you know, he's innocent or whatever. I guess his DNA was actually found on the shell casings, confirming that he was involved in this. And like I said, he's already incarcerated for the crime. And I believe he was also he had already previously pleaded guilty to second-degree murder charges for another gang-related killing. So, winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Read the comments. What they say on the comments?
Guys, who wants to write him? Because I'm tired of him. Who wants him? Who wants him? Jennifer, you want him? I'm just kidding. They say you need some ramen. Guys, he looks good without his shirt. Can you not step back without your shirt? Without your shirt. I said without your shirt. Without your shirt.
Oh, without my shirt.
He's not PC. Yeah, it's Francisco Montero. That's him. That's him, you guys. If y'all want to write him, he's available. That is him, you guys. Francisco Montero. That is him. Thank you for putting his name in the... Yeah, thank you. Do you want to see what I'm wearing?
Yeah, let's see which one.
Okay. Hold on. You can see me, right?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Can you see me okay? Hold on, honey.
Where'd you get that one at?
This is the one that I bought on TikTok Shop.
No way, bro. They sell like that on TikTok? Ooh. Okay, look at you. Okay, I see you.
Just kidding.
Hey.
Hey. Just kidding.
You're funny.
Just kidding.
Look at that. Little bubble back.
They didn't. But am I going to get some roses this week?
Who you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. No, I'm asking you. Am I going to get some roses tomorrow or like Friday?
Hey, you're a good girl.
Oh, really? Okay, well, two can play that fucking game.
I think the most disgusting part of it, obviously, is just not like her like talking to him, but that she is very aware of the charges, aware of the victims' ages, and then continues to try to make them look bad and victim shame, being like, yeah, well, did you know, like, they weren't the best people? Like, sorry, these are young girls. You're in your 30s, ma'am. One of them was 13 years old. Okay. Like, and she herself has 2 teenage daughters. That being said, I don't think it's a surprise that she's, in my opinion, not like winning Mother of the Year awards. They don't currently live with her. She talks about that a lot. And she says it's for their safety because people know where she lives, but she puts a lot of that out there.
Crazy. Like, y'all always throw that in my face. Go be a mom. Go be a mom. You're a POS mom. My kids know I do for them. My kids love coming over here. They don't live here because I've already told y'all why. And I'm not going to repeat that. That's exactly why my kids do not stay here. It's safer for them to be with my parents right now until I move. Marisela, thank you. So my kids are here every weekend from Thursday till Sunday. Even when they're not here, I still see them. Even when they're not here, I still call them, text them, support them 100%. My kids know that. They call me right now. Mom, can I get this? You know my card number. Order it. Mom, can I go here? I still sign their paperwork at school. I still get asked stuff. My mom doesn't make no decisions without me. When they go to the doctor, I call them. I'm the mom. The kids were not taken from me. So I don't know what rumors y'all are hearing. I have my kids 100%. They just don't stay here for their safety. Because if anything goes down, it's going to go down while I'm alone and they're not here. So I will say that for that last time. That's why my kids don't live here 100% yet.
To me, I just feel like she's the one who puts them in this situation. This is a choice. This is a choice to go on live. This is a choice to interact with these types of people. And then, like, when you know, like, to be like, oh, like, I'm doing this for, like, the betterment of them. But her mannerisms, to me, just show, like, this is all a big joke to her.
Follow you back, but if you
I just ignored his other call.
If you guys send a spooktacular like Nicole, I am following you back. That is my favorite.
Guys, if he calls me again, I'm scared.
Tap. Let's go.
Because he literally has the guys from his hood calling me on my tablet.
Oh no.
He already gave my number out. He's gang related, you guys.
Oh yeah, I would be.
I'm really scared right now because I'm ignoring his calls. He's having the guys from the hood call me.
Oh, I'd be mad.
I'm scared.
Well, girl, if he's or you're frozen.
This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number.
Hello.
Now, she does say that her children visited her. She even gives, like, their schedule out online, which I'm like, okay, so you're worried about their safety, so they're not with you, but then you publicly put the exact dates that they're going to be with you, so they might as well just live with you full time, you know? But I've seen clips of even the times where they are with her. She prioritizes being on live and battles and just getting obliterated on lives over her children.
All right, guys, double tap that screen. This is my last one, and then I have to go pick up the kids, and then I'm going to get them something to eat, and then bring them back, and then I'll hop on. Natalie! My daughter's already texted me. Where are you at? Double tap, you guys. Double tap. My brother, Seahawks. Go, guys. Go, guys. Go. Chelsea. My daughter keeps texting me. Mom, where are you at? Where are you at?
Okay, we'll see you, okay?
All right, I'll be back.
Okay.
Bye.
I came across one battle that I was like, or was a clip of one, because I can't watch in real time. I need to wait for the clips. I was flabbergasted. The background story was like, I guess one of her daughters needed to go to the hospital. And I think this clip was like just like the most telling of like what she prioritizes.
Oh, baby. Okay, hold on. Get some napkins.
Hey, girl.
Hey, what you doing?
So, I'm going to try and do a couple battles with you.
Huh?
But my little one is really sick.
She's sick?
She's so sick. She just threw up all over herself, and I might have to take her to the hospital.
No, if you can't play, then that's okay.
I was on live because I was getting ready.
Yeah.
And then she, like, yells for me. And she's like, Mom,
It's the flu going around. Of course it is.
Well, her asthma's acting up. She can't breathe right now either. So I've been having her on breathing treatments and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Are you going to get off right now?
I probably will, just to check on her, make sure she's okay, and I don't have to take her to the hospital.
Absolutely. Okay.
I'll text you.
Okay, girlie. I'll see you. Okay.
Right.
This woman really was going to continue battling. I think what did she say in that clip? Like another 2 or 3. And that girl she was battling was like, no, it's okay. I think you need to go. It wasn't just about like where, her daughter was sick. Like she goes on and like says how bad it is that she can't breathe. And then it's the person she's battling is like, yeah, no, go take care of that. And she overshares everything, like absolutely everything. There was an incident where I guess there was like a chair thrown by her daughter at her. And then Ashley responded by throwing and shattering a glass at her. The police were called. She was like temporarily like detained or like talked to, and then ran to TikTok Live after to talk about it.
How did the glass break? I threw the glass. I threw the glass. I broke my phone too. My phone's broke right now. 2 days ago, me and my daughter got into it, and she didn't stay with me because she threw a chair at me and my leg is bruised. She put her hands on me, and I already had told her, stop putting your hands on me, bro. This is not the first time she's done that.
She also exploits her children so much. There's this one clip that I saw though that like made the blood boil, where she uses her daughter's health condition that she specifically said like her daughter didn't want her to share or talk about it. And then later on in the evening, she's like bribing her audience, saying that if she gets more galaxies, she'll tell them what it is.
You guys, this is my sickly baby, you guys. That's the one that I have to take to the hospital, go get tested in a couple weeks. I'm not going to explain nothing else because she don't want me to. Guys, it's triples. Galaxy is 3,000. If y'all want me to tell y'all about my baby girl's health, go ahead and send the galaxies.
I think this next one though is, oh my God, it's one of the like, it's mad, but it's also like so cringy that I was just like, my jaw was on. I'm like, how is this real life? Because I think I like make myself feel like some of these people are just like, I'm like, no, this isn't real. This is just like an act. This is their, their character for online, but no. So I guess the police were called to her house because allegedly there was somebody that was like driving past her house or had like pulled into her driveway or something like that. She calls the police, and then she has the kids dealing with it. She's on live, and you see in the background, the police are there asking the daughters questions, and she's standing there like tap, 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 you guys, battling while the police are there.
It's like a Mexican.
Go guys, double it. Double it, double it, double it, double it, double it.
Yeah, but how far are we from him?
Go. Daddy. Double it, guys, double it. Heather. Double it.
How old do you think? Was she like in her?
She was in her 30s, I think. Or 30s or 30s.
Double it. Go guys, go. Go.
Chat, Ashley's gangster. She's really bad. She's crazy. She's crazy, chat. Guys, how much do we need to pass J-Hop, bro?
Somebody had to.
I'm dead.
I do feel for the kids all around. I have seen online that, the kids have been caught saying not the nicest things, getting into trouble and stuff like that. A lot of like speculation of like things that are going on in their life too. And it makes me uncomfortable. I don't think that like if they're, being racist and doing like hateful shit that is like in any way acceptable to just be like, oh, they're kids. But you can kind of like imagine like you become like what you're surrounded by. And I've heard that the father is no longer alive. I believe Mario said that it was he died from an illness. So that I'm sure in itself is obviously like really traumatizing and hard for children to deal with. And I don't like parent bashing, like it like makes me like feel like icky just to be like, this woman's not like mother of the year. Like this job is not easy whatsoever. But I feel like in my experience of, having a baby, as like a baby myself, if you want to be that like very present and supportive, caring mother, you can, you know, especially when you can factor in that you need to be there more than ever because of like the loss that they've already had, and be like just like a nice, positive, strong example, being present and, you know, not prioritizing lives and stuff like that is more important to her. It feels like I've seen her say like, my kids know like they can call me and I'll give them money and da 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 da. And it's like, but maybe they just want to like hang out with you, you know? And when they do live with her, like they don't even have beds and bedrooms. Like they sleep on an air mattress. Meanwhile, she buys like designer bags and expensive shit all the time. And the air mattress thing really bothers me because she says they don't live with her, but then says they're with her Thursday to Sunday. And like that's pretty much like half time. That's a lot of time. Even if my children weren't with me like every week or like once a month or whatever you want to call it, you better believe you'd have a space to go, not on an air mattress.
Keep it classy, you know?
And then my kids' room, but they don't stay with me right now. And then my restroom, and then my room. But it has a cup holder and it has a charging port. But yeah, it's bigger than me, you guys. And it's like a closet on the inside.
So that's why I feel more, you know, confident, validated based on my like, you know, perception or an opinion of this individual, because it's like her own actions and the fact that like they sleep on air mattresses and then her showing off like all of the expensive things that she buys. Now, like I said, like I do not, you know, give a pass or condone any of the allegations of her kids that people have said like they've been heard on live saying racial slurs and calling people the R word. And then, I mean, you just have to factor in, obviously, like what they grow up around. And she's been also caught on live numerous times using racial slurs. This is a clip that I want to show of her, again, being racist, talking about why she had left her job. So this just kind of gives just like an indication of what the example she's setting.
He gave us an option to stay with the new owners or leave. And I chose to leave because they were Indians. And I'm not working under no Indians. I'm sorry, I'm just not.
This woman also thinks that P. Diddy is innocent and wants to talk to Wade Wilson. So I feel like that in itself just says enough. Like, she's absolutely effed up. I also came across a clip of her talking about Chris Watts to like a friend of hers, and even the friend was just like, you're heartless.
He literally unalived his wife.
Well, it's not my fault. Act like it's my fault. Maybe if he was happy, he would know. They just recorded that.
You are mean. That was so mean. That episode made me cry.
It didn't make me cry. It made me fall asleep.
Yeah, I feel like the temperature of her blood like is like below freezing. There's nothing warm running through those veins. And I think what drives me the craziest is like, people can do what they want to do, okay? But I don't understand how these types of people have support on lives. Like, this is that's her main thing. People go on the lives and donate and give to her, and it makes zero sense to me. I know she's younger than me, but she's like, I'm only 3 years older than her, and I could never imagine like getting on live and screaming at my screen to beg for money or like get upset when my audience wasn't gifting me enough. Just like, ugh, it makes me feel icky. And we've talked about this. If somebody is in a live, I think Chelsea and I have talked about this more, but like if someone's in a live and they're doing something entertaining and productive, absolutely great. Might I suggest, because I don't think I've done it here, I think I've only talked about her on the podcast, but go and if you want to smile and just like have like the best time, go watch. Her name is Serafina. She's actually from Calgary. She's adorable and she goes on live like almost every night and she does these mini concerts and all of her gifts go towards, like she says, like go towards like my singing lessons. Like she's she's very honest that like this is a journey of her to try to like be a singer and get to like her pop star dreams. And I just find her so endearing, so adorable. I love her. I'm rooting for her. I want to go to her concert when she like, you know, works on things. And but she's just, I love her. I love her so much. So like that I love, but the battles, like I can't. I just get, maybe I'm too old. I can't do it. The whole thing is icky. Like she goes on live, she gets obliterated. And hey, you know, I love a little live wine over on the Patreon every now and then, okay? But then she'll go to like bars and like film her being at the bar. There was a video I came across that made me so uncomfortable. She's like getting groped by this guy. She looks like out of it was just, it was not okay. Super triggering. She puts her servers on live, makes them uncomfortable. Then she asks people to send tips, like send her gifts so she can like tip her servers.
I need y'all bitches over here. Alter? Yes. Scissors.
Guys, do y'all want to PayPal me $1 and I'll tip the waiter? Do y'all want to PayPal me $1 and I'll tip the waiter? And I'll show y'all that I tip him that amount? Or no?
I've already spent $500 here. Get her shots.
And that makes me so angry when I see that, like when I saw or see, you know, like if clips of her out and about and like wanting help tipping. But then like the way that she speaks to her like supporters, it's just like, it's infuriating. Like she gets so upset. She'll just be like, leave. There's this many of you in here, only this many galaxies. Like, leave. Why are you here? Why are you here? Like, I hate when people say like get a job for like about content creators. But when it comes to this type of content, I'm like, no, you get a job. Like, why are you here? You don't yell at people for money.
Again, oh my God. What is going on tonight, bro? What the fuck? We have no fucking smoke. We're not getting the fucking doubles. There's 2,000 of y'all in here. It's ridiculous.
3 more on her side.
3 more people, you guys, if you have not sent a rose.
3 more on her side.
2 more.
2 more. 2 more for her. 2 more for her.
What? Guys, we have to drop. Can somebody send me an interstellar?
Everything is doubles. Everything is doubles. Needs doubles, 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 doubles.
If you do not want to double tap for me, please go to my side. Feel free to go follow her. Get
Come
off.
on this side, brokies. Y'all
It
can
does
tap
not
my
matter
screen.
about the views. It matters who's playing the freaking game. I don't need y'all to just come over here and watch. Y'all can go play with her if y'all want. But don't play with me over here if y'all aren't going to double tap my screen. So keep
Everyone tap, 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 tap. Let's go, chat. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Her attitude in general is just, I think that's like the biggest thing for me is like, well, there's a lot of things. I can't even say that because I'm like, oh, maybe it's the fact that you associate with murderers and put your children's life in danger. There's a lot of things that she brings out the rage in me. But yeah, like when people like this just think they're the shit and like, you know, like you're not doing enough, like, and that you owe them. She says, she makes a comment in one that like $3,000, like that's trash to her. Like, but then you need your viewers to tip your server. Stop.
$3,000 is like dirt to me. Because I don't need it. It's trash. But if y'all need it, I'll throw it to y'all. Y'all need it?
And not defending or like saying like, you know, like that a lot of the inmates that she engages with particularly deserve like all the respect or whatever in the world. But you can imagine how desperate they are to talk to somebody because she even talks to them like trash too.
Call me a bitch. You're not finna call me out my motherfucking name if I've been there for you, you fucking dumbass motherfucking inmate. What? Oh, you didn't hear what I said all of a sudden, right?
Hey.
Nothing. What are you doing?
I see. What are you doing?
Nothing. Just got back on live for a little bit.
What you gonna do on live now? Post some more fucking pictures.
No, I'm not posting no more pictures, but they got your pictures.
Yeah, I know that, Joe. And now I got these fucking people sending me messages on this fucking dumbass shit. I told you not to post my fucking picture, but you don't want to listen, though.
They got your fucking info and they fucking added you on the tablet?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I just told you that.
Are you freaking serious?
You didn't know I'm like, why would I? Honestly, I'm not gonna do this with you right now. I'm tired of this bitch. I got a lot of shit going on.
Stop. I'm sorry.
I would.
Acting like that, bro. I didn't even do nothing. Like, I just showed your picture.
But I told you not to, though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, I told you this ahead of time, bro. Because you gotta understand, like, motherfuckers gonna know me. Maybe not everybody, but a lot of people gonna know me. It's gonna pick up for bullshit.
So how many females have added you on the tablet? How many females added you on the tablet already?
Yeah, I don't fucking know. I ain't counting shit. 3.
Okay, you better not write them back. You better not write them. You better not write them.
Oh my god, it's the attitude. Like, the attitude, I can't. But she doesn't seem to care. Like I said in the beginning, there's like over 20 of them. A short period of time, and she herself says, like, once she's done with one, she'll just, like, hop on to the next.
Move your head. They're flipping around, girl.
How many years has he served?
Nah, for real.
Are you gonna answer the question? How many years have you served?
2 right now.
2 right now.
Years.
But altogether, how long have you been locked up?
Wait, like in my life?
Yeah, like how many times in your whole life? How many years?
I can't say how many times because it's probably like 100. But probably, I don't know, like 12 years in total.
Altogether?
Yeah.
Oh, guys, tap, 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 tap.
One calls, and then he hangs up. The other one calls.
Telling you she is booked and busy. Let's go, guys. Taps and roses. Taps and roses.
They cannot tell me nothing. If I want to have 20 guys over here, I'll have 20 guys over here. I go run to my dad for every little thing. I live on my own. I pay my own bills. My dad does not spank me. Whatever happens at my house happens at my house. Okay. So, yeah, I don't need to keep running and texting my dad all kinds of BS. Okay. Because they cannot tell me nothing. Whatever I do at my house is what I do at my house. And whatever my kids do at my house is what they do at my house. Simple as that. When my parents have them, then it's a different story. But I'm 35 years old, and yeah, so quit running to my dad. You got a problem? Run to me. I've already told my dad too. I just told him right now.
Now, allegedly, she's not able to do video calls anymore, I believe. I don't think she's able to in general. And I don't even think that she's able to communicate with Francisco. I could be making all of this up, but this was my understanding because of her, like, putting them on lives. Like, they're on lives being like, oh, can I get a galaxy or whatever? Oh my god, it's just ugh. So that is my understanding, is she's not allowed to do, like, she's been flagged, so she can't even, like, do video calls with them anymore.
So huge Ash Trevino news. If you guys were not in my live a little bit earlier, you guys completely missed out. So I was talking to Menace to Ennis, and she gave us a crazy update. So Ash Trevino can no longer take video calls from inmates. She's been federally, completely, permanently banned. So she's not gonna be able to do her sexy video calls that she's been doing with the inmates. She also can't text with them. That's gonna be flagged as well. Her ID is flagged. She can't She can try and make as many accounts as she wants, but her ID is flagged, so that's not going to happen. Now, the only kind of communication she can have with the inmates is going to be letters, or like collect call, regular old school voice calls. She can do that, but anything else, she's completely banned. Now, her ex-boyfriend, I guess, Francisco Montero, he's blocked for about 30 days, as well as his wife. Now, they can try and petition, but his wife might be going to prison anyway, so there's no point in that. Now, why did she get banned? Okay, she got banned because of her crazy phone calls with Francisco, talking about the victims, just the horrible things that we're talking about the victims, him saying he's not guilty. All that stuff is what got him banned, which is really heartbreaking for, you know, Elizabeth and Iviana, their families. I mean, they're the victims here. And just the disrespect that Ash and her boyfriend were talking about them is just insane. And it is confirmed that one of Elizabeth's family members did see the videos. So the family reached out to Menace to Ennis to thank her for everything that she's done. And we thank you as well. I mean, the fact that she did that on live is insane. So hopefully, Ash, you learn from this. Hopefully you learn to have respect for the victims. It's your choosing if you want to be talking to inmates or not. But you shouldn't be disrespecting the family. You have nothing to do with them. Their names should not come out of your mouth at all. And I hope you learn your lesson. Now you're just going to have to go back to regular voice calls and letters with the inmates. I mean, if that's what you want to keep doing. But hopefully this helps you kind of think about where your life is going right now. And this is a hard lesson to learn. I know it is for you. It's a hard lesson to learn.
Now, if you watched the episode with Chelsea and I, like this, moving on from this part, this just happened this weekend, so we hadn't even talked about this. I think we're gonna do an update, just like a brief little update, because I have to tell Chelsea about this. Once I get her in a rabbit hole, I just have to, and if I get back in there, like, she's coming with me. But over the weekend, she put her children in danger once again by talking shit to another creator on live. And this woman literally flew to Texas to try to confront her. And I don't agree with this at all. I think this is, everybody in this situation is unhinged, but I'm like, what are you doing? First of all, why are us grown-ass women fighting like this, like we're in high school on TikTok Live? And then provoking somebody, being like, roll up, like, show up, come on down, when you have kids in your fucking house. So yeah, this girl, she goes by Tampa Bay. She shows up, and then when she showed up, even though Ashley was like, yeah, come through, come on. Ashley called her dad, and then the police.
All right, so this weekend.
Right. You done?
So this weekend.
You done?
No, this weekend. We're setting this shit up now.
Okay, so I'm gonna be here
okay, this
weekend. Go ahead, baby. I'm off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Fuck him out, bitch. Come the fuck outside.
And listen, like I said, absolutely fair. I do not condone like going real life at all. Chelsea and I both say that, like, you can have an opinion, you can think somebody's garbage, it is what it is, but like it's just so much better if just even for yourself. Like, you don't need to put that energy out there. So to go real life like that is that's insane. Like, we're all grown women here. Let's not do this. But you know, like, also be aware of the possibility that people would do this and go real life, and prioritize your child's safety to begin with. And let's not like invite people to come to our home to fight when we're 35 years old. Okay, you guys, I have a confession to make too, though. I'm not gonna lie. So after this incident, when the Tampa girl, like, when she was escorted away by the police, she didn't get arrested or anything, allegedly, according to her. But she did like make a series of videos after. And like, I think that this is what people know her for. Like, if you looked at her TikTok, like, it's very unserious and like, well, serious, obviously. Like, she fucking showed up. She scares me. But like, she the voiceover things that she makes, like, oh my God, they're very just like unfazed. So according to her, allegedly the police had drove her, like, they just picked her up and like drove her back to the hotel or something like that. And then she like made the the most unfazed response video. And I don't understand the voiceover. It's something like the bussies or whatever. You guys are gonna have to tell me what bussies is. But she said that like she went there because the cops dropped her off and then made this video after leaving Ashley's house.
First time at Bussy's. I'm riding Bussy. I'm jumping off a Bussy. I'm meeting a stranger at Bussy. What's up, man? Taking a piss at Bussy's. Getting ice at Bussy's. Pouring out ice at Bussy's.
She made other videos too, like while she was at Ashley's, like, knocking on the door and like doing like some voiceover. It's like, it's so unserious, but also you got to remind yourself like it's also not okay. We don't want to go real life. We don't want to do that at all. Even if somebody like Ashley like gets that rage and provokes you, but just let it go. Like she was not worth the airfare or the time or, you know, the travel at all. I did appreciate the Bussy video though, and now I need to learn what that is. Okay, so yeah, I feel so much better now, you guys. Like just getting that off my chest. That's Ashley. If anybody who's watched that is a fan, let's leave it off on the fact that she has said that she has a meet and greet coming up. So hopefully she's not releasing those dates to this one, Tampa, who already went there.
Meet and greet coming up. And yes, there will be bodyguards there, so I will have security.
Yeah, you guys let me know, though, about the meet and greet. If you want, we can all go together. Just kidding. And that wasn't like a threat. I like just generally was. Wouldn't that be fun if we showed up for like a Sippin meet and greet and we're just like, what are you doing here? Like, but it was just all us. Okay, that'd be fun. Like, see, that's like funny, right? But we like no one get mad. We can't get like mad. It's just like it would just be like kind of like. I don't know. Anyways, no, we'll do our own. All right, you guys, I feel so much better. Thank you for just like releasing that off of me. I love you so much. I will see you in the next video. I will miss you terribly. Until then, make sure to love each other, love yourself, and I will see you soon.